Hey guys, I'm back again with another Dexter tier list video that I'm doing. And yeah, this time I'm doing a different compared to the last one. But we're doing like Dexter villains slash antagonists of the season of well, not the seasons, but of the show, of the Dexter's TV show. Like, yeah, it's villains. These are like all the villains slash antagonists that Dexter had to face. So yeah, I'm just gonna rank like each one of them. So first off, we got Pete. They were just like a Pete, like menace, like villain to Dexter, like caused him hell, trouble. Like, yeah, great just means they were like really good. Like they did cause him a bit of issues. He was like almost someone that was a bit of a challenge to Dexter, you know, someone that he could compete with. But yeah, of course, wasn't like one of his worst like people to compete with. Of course, like it looked like someone that was a nightmare. This is like kind of for people that kind of have nightmare to Dexter, I'll say Pete. But yeah, good will say, yeah, the pretty solid villain to Dexter. Mid is just like, yeah, the average. They weren't really a problem. Shit is just like, yeah, these guys were like easy as hell, like probably like a one episode kill. They weren't a challenge at all, like weren't even like relevant or even like worthy of being like someone that could be rivaling Dexter in any sort of capacity. So yeah, that's what each rank is about. So first off, we're going with Oliver Saxon. Even though not a huge fan of the season that he was in, but he was a sick villain. I think I don't know. To be fair, he probably did the worst thing to Dexter in the series. I don't know, I might change it, but I'm putting him in peak. Just because, yeah, as a villain, like how twisted he was such a twisted guy, yeah, like such a psycho. Like he felt no remorse or like regret or guilt for any of his action committed. He basically got Deborah killed. He messed up with her blood clotting in the hospital or something. He killed Dr. Vogel, who was part of Dexter's past, and like was a big like factor and like kind of like a spiritual mother figure of how Dexter became Dexter. She helped Harry make the code. So the fact that he managed to achieve that, and the fact that he also, oh yeah, I remember now a scene, yeah, towards the end of the season where literally he tried to track him down, and he basically set him up to meet at this cafe place. He basically baited him to come looking for his mother because Dr. Vogel was his mother. And then literally, as he was walking away, he punctured the tires of Dexter's like truck, like his car, and he drove away. Like he knew, and I was watching. I was like, yeah, this guy, there's no way he's staying this long, and he doesn't know he's being watched. And yeah, he knew he was being watched. So that that he had awareness and stuff. He was quite a smart guy. How he did how he was killing people, was like basically using his cover as inspecting buildings and stuff to like kill people. But yeah, this one, there's no debate. This one, Brian is peak, bro. Brian as a villain, that was peak. The guy that like was toying with Dexter. He wasn't even like, if there wasn't the whole thing with Brian where he had emotional attachment to Dexter, like he was blood relative and he was his brother. If he wasn't his brother and they weren't family, he could have killed Dexter anytime. Genuinely, this guy, they killed Dexter anytime. Was that good? Like he was toying with Miami Metro. He's toying with Dexter. He was literally putting like he was basically making him relive like moments in his past, yeah, to like blood out that trauma, the bad memories from when he was a kid, which is crazy. So yeah, the fact he made Dexter go through all that like trauma and all that emotional like pain and stuff, like all of them, the flashbacks and memories that he had of his mother and all that, and the fact that he was really close to basically showing like what Dexter could have been. It's like, yeah, you could be me, like you can be unleashed, no leashes on you. You can leave the code, that you could kill Deborah. But of course, Dexter's love and attachment for Deborah is too much. So yeah, he didn't kill him. I mean, he didn't kill Deborah. Of course, he ended up killing Brian, unfortunately. I wish Brian was such a sick villain, yeah. And the fact that he was also one of the most unique killers, because the way he killed was like, he literally dismantled them, but he left no evidence behind, no blood, like nothing. It was crazy. Like no blood. Imagine going to a homicide and the victim, there's no blood in the body. Like that's crazy. And that was Dexter's MO. Like he found proof of like a killer through the blood. So yeah, it was mad. He literally couldn't. And the fact he learned this all by himself, he didn't have no Harry, no like parental figure, no mentor to help him to become this guy. It's crazy. Fair enough, man. Brian Moser is probably the second best villain in the whole series. Maybe even the best. Like sometimes I'll think, some days I'll be like Brian's the best. Some days I'll be like someone else. And we'll get to that guy later on. Now here we go. Dokes. I can't like Dokes. I have to put him in. I have to put him in peak as well, bro. I'm putting him above Saxon. I can't like Saxon might have to go down. But nah, Dokes, this is not even a villain, Dokes, right? Dokes was an antagonist. From episode 1, he knew there was something off about Dexter, right? Which is impressive. And the fact that he wasn't like a cop like raised. But to be fair, he had like military background, special ops and stuff, Marine. Like that was sick. And the fact he just sensed Dexter's like true nature straight off the bat, like from the episode 1, is like, yeah, that is impressive, because we've had like crazy smart characters and characters that are probably more like have impressive like, you know, rap sheets and reputation than Dokes, right? Dokes was like just a detective. Like we had special Frank Lundy who couldn't figure it out. Quinn came on later on. I mean, I think Quinn didn't figure it out later, to be honest, but that's for another video. We'll talk about probably Quinn. I'll do a video on the guys that knew about Dexter, or like his other, you know, my Miami Metro people. And like, yeah, you had like FBI people and stuff like that. These people couldn't figure out Dexter for years. So yeah, the fact that Dokes found out, he almost convinced him to literally hand himself in, to literally throw his life that he created, that his whole cover that he created for himself, to throw it away and leave Rita, leave her kids, and just go to prison, and his most like beloved family member Deborah. Like, so the fact he almost done that as well, and in fact he caught him in the act as well, like literally like killing someone, like not killing someone, but like disposing someone's body. Yeah. He was peak, man. He was peak, and he found the blood slides, and yeah, this guy, bro, great guy. I say good. I say he wasn't really like a threat to Dexter. He was more like he was like what was he? He was like some fanatic or something, or like some super fan of like Brian, the Moser, the ice truck killer. He just wanted like the attention. He was some attention seeker. Like, bro, man couldn't even kill like. Bro, he was too scared to look at blood. But when he was pretending to be Ice Truck Killer, his charisma and stuff, like how he presented himself, yeah, in the like what was it, in that like the room where they investigate people, right? Like you say that even in the prison scene between him and LaGuerre, where they're talking, that he said, "I'm the Ice Truck Killer. I did that to all the people and stuff." It was really funny. But he was never really a killer. I think the only person he killed was his mom, actually, and he even killed her in a coward's way. I think they were saying like he couldn't even like face like her properly when he killed her or something. He wasn't even barely able to look at her. So yeah, he was a kind of a pathetic killer, to be honest. But as a threat, actually no, I might have to put him in mid. He's not even a good threat. He's just like, bro, Dexter. If he wanted to, I have to put him in mid. If Dexter wanted to kill him, he could have. But like it killed him easily. Like he was so like the fact that Deborah and Batista tracked him down so easily as well, and they found his only victim. I think it had to be his only victim, or the one of his few victims. I think he was like killing hookers as well, but I don't even know. I think he was just having some weird kinky kinkiness with him. But like yeah, I think he's mid still. Mid as an antagonist, because he just was so easy to like. It's just too. He would have been so. If they could have tracked him down without even like. I don't even know how they tracked him down. I don't think they even had to I don't think it was even difficult for them to like find evidence or find like where his whereabouts were. So yeah, the fact they found him so quick and they just found evidence in his own like caravan and stuff, I was like, yeah, it's too easy. If Dexter really targeted him, he would have killed him in probably like one night. So yeah, he's mid. I like his character, the actor as well, but yeah. Lila, oi, she's probably like the hottest character in the whole series. But yeah, she's in great. She was a great antagonist. In the beginning, she was actually good for Dexter. Like she was trying to help him with Rita thought Dexter was a drug addict, like her husband, because it's happened to me before, the strange behavior and stuff, so it must be that he's on drugs or something, which was so hilarious, that whole narrative. But of course Dexter played along with it because he has to keep his cover of his true nature. And then Lila noticed that he's not like everyone else in there. She's also kind of she was also kind of like empty-ish, like she really couldn't make connection with people or something. I don't know, so there was something where she seemed like, you know, something was off about her as well the first time I noticed her. And then like she was actually trying to suppress like Dexter's nature, and he actually stopped him from literally like stopped him from killing his mother's killer, like Hector Estrada, I think, right? No, he literally stopped it. I think it was Hector Estrada, one of the killers anyway, one of them, one of Hector Estrada's men, right? So like yeah, the fact that she was able to do that, and then also, bro, she almost killed Aston Cody. That is one thing I hate. She forced Dexter to cheat. Like she was basically so obsessive with him because she wanted to find out more about him, man. She felt like they were soulmates and they had a connection or something. Like she was some crazy chick. And the fact, she tried to F over like Batista. She had the whole men in the Miami Metro. She was just hanging about and stuff. Deborah was on her straight away. Like she did not like her vibe. But she almost effed off over Batista because, you know, it's like he basically accused him of R-wording her, right? Because yeah, I can't say the words, but if you know, you know. If you watch the scene, you know what she did to Batista. She accused him of R-wording him, tried to get him just for Dexter to leave Rita and to be with her. Like it was mental. She was willing to ruin anyone's life around Dexter just because she wanted to be with him. Like it was mental. And the fact that she almost killed Dexter, she tried to kill Dexter and Asta and Cody, the kids, in her art studio. Yeah, it was crazy. But it was so satisfying. By the end, I hated her. Like she was really annoying, and that just shows how good she was as a character and an actor. Like yeah, and the fact that I think this is one of the few. I think it's the only kill where Dexter actually leaves the country to go kill her. That's how much of a menace she was. So the fact that like no other character that in the series, I think that Dexter ever killed ever left the country was ever able to leave the country. Because if Jordan Chase, for example, like let's say he's gonna come up later on, but yeah, let's say him, if he left the country and went Europe, do you think Dexter's gonna pursue him? I don't think so. I don't think the way like the show was like just going and stuff, I don't think he would have pursued him. I don't think he would have. But she literally made Dexter leave the country to go kill her in Paris. It's like mental. That's how much of a menace and how much she influenced Dexter. Like yeah. So she's definitely a great. Now this one, Leo Chino, I'm putting him in good. Leo Chino was like really, it was like he was just like a scumbag, you know. You could just tell he was there. Like the way he just like he had he was just a guy that knew how to like kind of get out the cracks of the law and stuff, use it to his advantage. Because he had the lawyer guy was helping him with that. And the people, he knew people weren't really talking because they're afraid, because anyone that basically testified against him, they're getting whacked. He just whacked them, they'll straight up end up dead. And yeah, so when there's no witness, then there's no one to testify, then you don't go to prison. And physically as well, that this is probably the most physical like challenge Dexter had, because this guy's huge. He's like 6'5" or maybe even taller, and he's big, like muscular. So bro, Dexter literally had to get some like massive rod thing with the M99 and literally to tranquilize him and stuff in the elevator. Like that setup, the whole trap and stuff was brilliant. Definitely Lil Chino was a good villain. He was a good antagonist to Dexter. Now Miguel Prado. I'm putting him great, man. I'm putting him great. I'm putting him above Lila. Miguel, yeah. You know what? I can't lie. I'm putting Oliver down. I can't have him above Miguel. Miguel, oh my gosh. Probably the second or top two, one of the biggest figures, like influence wise and like status wise, like literally as a person he killed. Miguel was like a DA officer, DA guy, like really high up the what's it like the rankings, like you know the like hierarchy. Yeah, he was really powerful. He had a lot of people that would back him. He had his brothers, like yeah, his brother is the brother that was alive. He was like a sheriff, but he lost his job as sheriff. To be fair. But the point is he had connections, right? And the fact that Dexter managed to kill him is impressive. And the fact that he manipulated Dexter by literally screwing him over by like planting in his head that that Dexter could like basically the shirt he was saying it has Freebo blood, so you can use this as like a goodwill. I'll keep this so if you think I'm doing anything wrong, you can use this against me as actually no, I think it was Dexter's own, but actually it was supposed to be Dexter's shirt or something, and he was like, oh, I got evidence against you that but goodwill, I'll keep it or something. I think something like that, like oh yeah, that is Freebo's blood, but it wasn't Freebo blood all along. It was some cow blood, and then the Dexter that I couldn't see, where he just in his head he's going crazy in the lab and destroying everything, and he's like Miguel, he just goes crazy. That scene so good. And what else happens? Miguel was like manipulating the Skinner to basically target Dexter to kill him. He was just going crazy. He basically he manipulated Dexter to teach him the code, and then he just used that. He didn't care about the code. He just learned how to kill, hide bodies and stuff, how to cleanly kill. And then yeah, Miguel had to be taken out. It was too much of a risk, of a danger. And literally, he was planning to kill Laguerre, which was crazy. And then yeah, just because Laguerre was going against him in like the cases and stuff. So yeah, he was a great. His acting, Jimmy Smith's acting was top notch as well. Like that he and Miguel Prado single-handedly carries all like him, and yeah, of course Dexter as well, just carry that season. Like how just the reason why season 3 is so good, because of them two. But yeah, this one I remember this guy shit, absolute shit. He was a shit villain, shit. But man was like the P thing, like yeah, I don't think I can say that word on YouTube, but he's the PF file. He's a PF file, like yeah. But like if you think of, just I'm gonna say he's like a Drake. if you know them Not Like Us Kendrick songs, Drake, yeah, he was a P file, right? He's just one of them filing guys, if you know if you know what I mean when I say that. But yeah, he was good. He was targeting like Asta. Like Dexter just killed him. Like he was having none of his like shit. Like yeah, Dexter just killed him straight up. Ease, like he was running. This guy as well. I don't know if I'll say he's shit. He's more intimidating than this guy. He actually had me. I mean, I have to give shit, but I barely remember him. He's barely George King, man. I'm sorry. He had something there with the skin and thing, but nah, he was just like Miguel just outshined him. And of course, I kind of understand it, because he was like a side villain, like side antagonist. He was kind of supposed to support how much of a threat, like make Miguel look better, like how much of a threat Miguel was as a villain and stuff. But yeah, he was just not intimidating at all. Like Dexter wasn't even targeting him. He wasn't even focused on him. And then when he captured Dexter, I at one point during that whole bit, there was no point where I was thinking, yeah, Dexter's gonna die here. There was like no threat. And then the man just snapped his neck easily. Yeah, he wasn't a threat, man. Like his way of like killing people was terrifying. I'll give him that. Like just killing people alive till they die. And then he cut trees. There was a sign that he was here. Like I was like, cool. Like yeah, that's okay. He was pretty irrelevant, man. Throughout the whole season, pretty irrelevant until like probably the when he dies, he got set up for killing Miguel. Like that like yeah, he was pretty irrelevant. And also I guess like how much of his work has paid him and stuff. Like yeah. All right, here we go. The best for me, the best antagonist. Trinity Killer. The Trinity Killer. Oh my gosh. Arthur Mitchell, the man, the myth. But yeah, like literally, Arthur Mitchell. The fact that he was the most in the lore of Dexter, he was the most prolific serial killer in America. Was doing it for years, getting away. He was killing in threes, and then Dexter integrated into his life, found out more about his personal life, and then he found out that it wasn't a pan of three that he was doing his ritual, it was a pan of four, and he was killing kids as well. Like he was like recreating this like trauma of like on his family's death and stuff. Like yeah, he was really messed up. Arthur was a really messed up, broken character, just like yeah, mentally and everything. He was sick. He was a sick character. But yeah, the fact that Arthur Mitchell found out who Dexter was, he literally entered Miami Metro. He's like, "Hello, Dexter Morgan." that he discovered who Dexter's real identity was. The repercut like Dexter, and he was he's so efficient as well. Like left no trace evidence behind, like for years. And the fact that the best rock star like FBI agent Frank Lundy couldn't discover like who he was for years until he bumped into it, and then when he bumped into it, it led to his death, to Frank Lundy's death. But it wasn't even Trinity. It didn't even have nothing to do with him dying. It was his daughter, the unknown daughter that we didn't even know he had, that just came out of nowhere, which was a mad surprise, mad shock. But how they did it was so good. But yeah, like literally as well, like yeah, he just was so efficient. Yeah, left no evidence, no clues for police. He was toying with the police for years. He was doing it around the whole country, like whole states and stuff. It was mental. Like yeah, it's terrifying how like scary this guy was as well. Like what he was doing to his family. He portrayed himself as the perfect married man, husband, and the perfect family. But deep underneath, bro, he was like a horrible man to them. Like absolutely, like yeah, he was horrible to them. But just like he was tormenting them and stuff. Like yeah. But yeah, and also the fact as well that he broke Dexter mentally. I think he literally broke Dexter mentally as a character. Like he literally broke Dexter, because in the end he actually won. In the end of season 4, basically Arthur Mitchell wins against Dexter, because in the end the repercussions of Dexter finding out about Arthur Mitchell and not taking him out sooner when he had the chance to just kill him earlier throughout multiple times through the season, and he literally killed Rita. He killed Rita. He killed her in a bathtub, like in a pool full of blood. Yeah, it's mad. Harrison's there in a pool of blood, crying. Like it was mental. The repercussions and consequences of Dexter trying to learn from it, thinking that he could learn something from Arthur, which was the wrong thing to do. And just yeah, the fact he broke Dexter. Dexter, I think from season 4 was never the same again. So yeah. Here we go, another one. Is Liddy. I say Liddy is borderline bottom of great or top of good. I'm gonna put him top of good so far, because Liddy actually was a great like cop, like not great cop but great detective, because he was a day cop. That's what him and Quinn had in common. And the fact that he almost caught Dexter. Like he did catch Dexter, but he almost caught him in the act, right? Multiple times. He had surveillance for a long time watching him and Lumen, and he literally like surprised Dexter when he tried to track him in his van. He got him. He tried to, but it's because of his arrogance. His arrogance let him down, because he was so arrogant and he was so assertive and sure that yeah, he had the upper hand on Dexter. Dexter turned the tables and killed him in the end. But even throughout the whole thing, I'll say I put him in good, because throughout the whole thing, I really felt you could just tell, like it's just like it was his arrogance. He was just so sure and assertive, and he was so like I don't know, he was so not obsessed, but he was so like, what's the word? Like he was kind of in his own head, like he was always thinking about, oh yeah, I want to get my job back. That's why I need to make this bus. I deserve to be a police. And instead of just proving it, just like the arrogance and stuff got to him. That's why he got like, yeah, he got killed. But like the fact that he almost caught Dexter, he almost like basically opened up the case and created like literally could have closed the case that, oh yeah, Dexter was the main album, which was impressive. So I'll give him that. So our next villain is, I think that is George Chase. George Chase, I'm putting bottom of great. And I think I'll leave him, yeah, below Lila. I'll leave him below. In fact, Jordan Chase actually was interesting because he never really got involved in any of the killings, or like he wasn't really like hands-on. He wasn't a hands-on guy, right? He was a manipulator. He was like a manipulator, like mental manipulator. Like he literally encouraged other people. He got other, like his friends basically. He encouraged people. He's the most influential, probably the biggest figure here out of everyone that Dexter killed. So this is impressive. This guy was like a global motivational speaker. The fact Dexter killed him and got away with it is impressive. So yeah, he literally like encouraged people's urges and true natures, including basically his friends. Well, he had this collective where they were doing the R word with women. They had 13 girls. The 13th was Lumen escaped, of course, because of Dexter. And yeah, he was basically encouraging this like really dark, like sickening behavior, and he was a sick man. And he started this from when they were young, like. Yeah, but he never really got his hands. He never really like killed anyone or nothing. He was just like he was worse probably, because even though he's not killing, but he's basically encouraging and basically making other people kill like these women and stuff and R-word them and stuff, which was like just messed up. Yeah, and the fact that he was such an influential guy, he was such a big figure, a role model to like people and stuff, like changing their lives and stuff. He literally was making people's lives worse and stuff with what he was actually doing behind closed doors, which was like sickening to think that a guy so powerful and so influential could do something that dark and that sickening. But yeah, Jordan Chase, I'll say, yeah, Jordan Chase definitely was a great antagonist, great villain. I definitely put him in great rank. Alright, here's another one. I say Travis. Travis is another one I probably have to put in top of good. Even though, to be fair, he was very close to killing Dexter's son. I do have to say that. He was very close to killing Dexter's son. But, like, Dexter really... He could have killed him. Like, the season could have ended so much earlier if like, you know, it wasn't convenient for the plot. Like, he literally caught Travis and he had him. Like, he literally just like put the wire in front of his neck and could have killed him, just strangled him there. But they played this thing that, oh, there was 2 killers, doomsday killers and stuff, and that was like really executed poorly. But yeah, yeah, Travis Marshall was intriguing, very sick and deprived and like just deeply disturbed person. Just religious, whole religious thing where he was like, he's using God and religion as an excuse to be justified for his actions of like murder, killing people, like his twisted, sick set up kills that he did on like people he killed. Like, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, the fact that he had a dark passenger, but his dark passenger wasn't even someone that like mentored him. His dark, like Professor Geller, before he died, yeah, that like literally was telling him, oh yeah, I didn't want you to do this stuff, but he killed him anyway, and he started doing this twisted stuff. So yeah, that's Travis. I put him in good. I think wasn't as terrifying as the other ones above, or like, you know, as much of a threat to Dexter person. Even though, to be fair, he did catch. It's because I feel like it was Dexter kind of underestimating him, because he was like, he thought he was being manipulated, and the fact he let go of a girl, and he was kind of on this religious thing as well, theme. where he was like talking to brother Sam and stuff, and he was like, oh, you should forgive people and people can change and stuff. Like, yeah, but with Trevor Marshall, if he didn't like that whole him like considering that type of stuff, and the whole like Travis with the whole like 2 killer thing as well, I think threw him off his game and like kind of made him underestimate Travis. Also like kind of clouds his judgment, because usually he would just if it wasn't the whole brother Simon kind of like, I guess, integrating and being part of like Dexter's diet. But Dexter, as soon as he met Travis, he probably would have killed him there. He probably would have just choked him out, dragged him somewhere to his kill room, and would have killed him on the table. And halfway through the season, Travis as the main antagonist would have been done. So yeah, that for me, that's why he's not much as a threat as these guys. I kind of blame Dexter why he became more of a threat. So yeah. Our next antagonist, I actually don't know who that guy is. He might be from New Blood, or he might be from... No, he's from New Blood, because I've watched Original Sin recently as well. So yeah, a couple days ago, guys. If you don't, well, you won't know, but I finished watching Dexter Original Sins. Yeah, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, this guy was George. I put him in mid, man. Never really a threat to Dexter. I say he's more of a threat than this guy because he was like a mafia guy. But yeah, he just like, yeah, he wasn't really a threat. He tracked down Isaac. Isaac was a sick guy. He was a sick like villain, really good villain. And then he basically put the final. He killed Isaac, but yeah, he wasn't really Dexter's target. He was just like club owner and stuff. Like, yeah, he wasn't really a hitman. He literally had other people to kill Isaac that failed, because Dexter, he's not even like some hitman. Like, these guys are professionally trained killers. Like, literally got outsmarted by Isaac and Dexter. Literally, they both got killed. So yeah, that's just tells you how George is. George Koslowski or something, or Kokoschki, one of the brothers, or part of that brotherhood or whatever. Lewis, shit. Absolute shit. I hate this guy. As soon as he started like getting up in Dexter's business and shit, and then like, yeah, bro, this like, man was so petty. Man was so petty because Dexter didn't like your stupid game about serial killers. Like, bruh. Like, literally, like, this guy was so petty that my man didn't like his game. You just wanted to ruin his life because of that. Like, get out of here, man. Lewis Green, man. I was so happy when he died as well. Fuck that guy, bro. He's shit. He's worse. Actually, no. Because this guy, what he is, he's worse than him. But as him, I hate him more than him, because this guy, yeah, you know, he's just little. This is that little like. He was just a little like fool to Dexter. But ain't nothing. Isaac's going great. Isaac was sick. I think I like Isaac more than. I like him more than Lila West, to be fair, as a villain. Like, he was so sick. His charisma, like, just the way, his demeanor, how calm and calculating he was. He was methodical as well. They had him, and even in like towards the end of his like time in the season 7, right? Like that Dexter and him grew kind of to gain a respect for each other. Like, he literally. They had like similarities in common. They had things in common, so that they respect each other. And if it was and even he admitted himself, if it was under different circumstances, they could have been great friends. And I believe so, they would have been. Like, yeah, he was going after Dexter out purely of revenge, of love, because what was that guy's name? The Victor. Yeah, Victor was his lover, and Dexter just killed him. Like, yeah. So yeah, he was pretty pissed. That's why he was trying to get Dexter. But eventually, you know, the Brotherhood didn't like Isaac's behavior and stuff, and yeah, and then they tried to kill him. Yeah, sent hitman at him, and then yeah, Isaac ended up dying. Unfortunately, he was a great character, man. I wish he lived longer. I can't lie, but it's a shame. But yeah, he was a sick character, sick villain. He kind of became like a. I lied to Dexter in the end, so yeah, he was. But if and the fact he was so skilled as well, because Dexter actually outsmarted him and actually he literally set him in the trap in his own enemies, like Colombian territory. And this guy took out, in the 3v1 or 4v1, he took out all of them single-handedly without barely a scratch on it. Like, yeah, that was mental, mad skills. Yeah, Isaac was sick. This guy, I can't lie, I like him. He's good. I put him in good. I think, what was his name? His name was Ritz. Was it Ritz? Spelser? Ritz Spelser, I think his name is. Yeah, he was sick. I can't lie, sick villain. Like, he like, not sick villain, but he was a good villain. Like, I'll give him that. He was a good, like, it was so funny. He had one of the most funniest scenes as well. Like, this like, Dexter was trying to show, like, oh, why it's necessary for me to kill. Why I have to channel my urges, my dark passenger, to kill these killers, right? Because look what happens. Like, this guy was like, had his ritual, was like escaping the law. Like, yeah, he was really affected by what he did, basically. And then this guy made some sickening, like, twisted, like, death maze where you just pick women, like, he shave his head and stuff, and he just, like, kill them in this death maze. And then he trapped Dexter in this death maze, but Dexter figured out, like, what he was trying to do, like, what he was trying to do, like, basically walk him into another trap, and then he escaped, and then Dexter finally caught him. He caught him, and then that scene where this guy is is waking up and trying to get out, and then Dexter is screaming at him as well, just like mocking him. It's so funny. That scene's so good. When, like, he's just like saying fuck, and Dexter's like fuck. It's so funny. Yeah, it just jumps out. Oh, feels good. It feels good, and then it just jumps down at him. And it just screams fuck. That scene is so funny. It's one of the funniest scenes in Dexter, the whole Dexter series. It's incredible. But yeah, next we have I actually can't tell who that is. I don't know if that's a New Blood. I actually have no idea who that is. Because, yeah, guys, unfortunately, I haven't watched New Blood. I'm sorry. I will watch New Blood, I promise. And then I'll be able to rank these characters and seasons. Well, yeah, I need to rank the New Blood season because I didn't do that the last time, of course. But, yeah. I actually don't know who that is. I can't tell. I'm trying to look at the picture. I don't know who that is. I've probably not seen that character then if I don't know who that is. This is this Hector Esprada? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure who this is, guys. I can't lie. I actually don't remember. I actually have no clue. I don't know if I've seen them. No, I think this is Hector Esprada, no? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave these guys. I'm not really sure who these villains are or antagonists. So yeah, sorry, my bad, guys. I promise I will catch up to date with the new Dexter seasons. I will watch New Blood. I promise. By next week, I'll definitely, hopefully, I'll finish watching New Blood. But yeah, of course, I've seen Original Sin. I put him in good. I put him right here. That is the captain of the Miami Metro Police. I think his name was Stevens. Stevens was this, like, captain 30 years on the force, so hella experience, was like a hero. This guy was the captain of the police, and he literally became a monster because of what his wife did to his wife. All them, when they were married, his wife cheated on him, basically, and this guy became a monster, and literally he killed Judge Powell's son because I don't even know why he killed. He basically tried to set up as, like, the cartel will try to kill these, like, big political figures that put, like, their cartel members away. And then yeah, he was, like, sick, bro. Like, he was sickening. Like, the fact he was so far gone because of one, like, misstep in his life because of his wife, right? Well, ex-wife, and then he just lost his mind. This guy just started killing. He just, like, killing children as well. Like, horrific. It's just like he's just a monster. Even Dexter It's just like, even Dexter, like, it's just like, yeah, this guy is something about, when there's a child killer, there's no understanding, there's no reasoning, there's no logic, there's no even like motive or like anything to understand why you would kill children. It's just sickening. It's dark and evil, and yeah, like literally, he just killed. He was trying to kill his own son, Nicky, just because of what his wife done to him. Kind of set up as a cartel. He was never on Dexter's radar. Like he never like clocked Dexter was onto him. Like Dexter was the first person. Yep, like there's something off about him. Not off about him, but like he found, like he started suspecting him. He was like, you know what? He's actually starting to act strange. I'm starting to notice something. He's a good actor, very good actor. That he was able to trick everyone in Miami except Dexter. Dexter saw the true darkness in him, the dark nature in him, and then Dexter ended up killing him. Like he was never really he was good because he's got like years of experience of like and Dexter was more young in this. He was like he was just a rookie novice killer at this point. But Dexter is impressed that Dexter even managed to kill him. Yeah, with his years of experience, this guy, he called him out. He probably could have gone away if it wasn't for his own arrogance, because he wasn't thinking logically, he was thinking emotionally, and then he tried to kill his own ex-wife. I think he killed his ex-wife's current husband. He just threw him down the stairs. But that one mistake got him killed, and that's why he's good. But he was never really a threat to Dexter, like, you know, and any of his like family members. But in terms of influence, there's probably like top 3 like most influential people like Dexter's killed ever, even like top 4, top 5. Like, so like, yeah, influential and like hierarchy, status. Yeah, a police captain is impressive, especially at that age when he was like literally in his early years of being a serial killer. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is my rankings for Dexter's villains or antagonists. And yeah, you guys, if you have watched this and have made it to the end, I hope you guys leave a like, hope you leave a comment, hope you subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on like what you think about my ranking, if you guys agree, if you guys will change anything around. Let me know what you think about these guys down here at the bottom, these 4, who are they? And let me know, like, yeah, what's your thoughts on these guys as like characters or villains, right? Because I don't know who they are. So yeah, and yeah, also, like, yeah, the likes would really help. Like the likes, share this with anyone that's into Dexter. I would appreciate that, because, you know, likes will help the algorithm, you know, get the video out to more people. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's the end of the video, and peace.